Well, my name is Stephen Boxall. I'm here with Jeremy Broun today at my parents' old home as we start to take some of the furniture away that was a feature of their lives for so many years. I don't remember when my parents started to collect Jeremy's furniture. I was probably too young at the time, but I have to say I grew up around it through my childhood, and I bounced on it and swung on it and did all sorts of things that would probably bring tears to Jeremy's eyes as we saw the stuff we got up to. And it's quite a poignant time now to be dispersing it, but it's going out to all the family. I don't think there's a single piece of Jeremy's furniture that isn't wanted by somebody, which is a really nice thought. Again, I don't know when my parents first met Jeremy. I first saw him when he was a teacher at my school and was a rather colourful character wandering around the woodwork rooms with a slightly large piece of chair, I seem to recall. And then some of those pieces of chair started morphing themselves into furniture, which occasionally turned up in our house. It was a long-term relationship, really. I think they first bought one of his rocking chairs and then moved on to actually commission him for pieces. I do recall occasionally being taken to galleries and viewings and showings and so on. You know, it only happened a couple of times, I guess. And then occasionally those pieces of furniture would end up in our house. And they went on to commission pieces which I guess were more relevant to their own lives. So like the desk I'm sat at the moment, I know they put quite a lot of thought into what they wanted, and my mother's sewing desk as well. And they were huge fans of Jeremy's work, really. I don't think they were ever able to pass up a piece of his furniture that was on display and up for sale. So we're really quite fortunate, I guess, to have grown up around so many lovely things. Now we've got the one of the pieces here is the Cabotable, which I know Jeremy made and has been gracing my parents' sitting room for some years. Always an interesting piece. Always needs a second look to work out what's going on, but it's quite lovely, and it's one of the things that I believe my brother and sister-in-law are taking into their home, which I'm really quite pleased about. For my part, well, I've got a young growing family now of my own, and so my kids are now bouncing around on some of Jeremy's furniture. We've got the original rocking chair, which I think was the first piece that they bought. The Cobra Light, I think it's called, which is always one of my favourites. And one of the pieces I'm taking home today was a corner drinks cabinet, which I think was one of Jeremy's exercises where he was trying to make a cabinet which didn't have any handles on it. And certainly succeeded. My kids have always been fascinated by it. And so it's returning to my house now in Sheffield, where it will take pride of place. My parents were always very amused to be described as patrons of Jeremy's. Their furniture would occasionally be borrowed and turn up in exhibitions, and it sounded very important when it said, this piece of furniture is on loan from a patron of the craftsman. And that amused them greatly, because I don't think that's how they felt about it. They just had a passion for modern design. They found somebody who converted their thoughts and ideas into living, breathing pieces of furniture, and they were delighted, I think, to be able to acquire those pieces and put them in their home.